God, what is wrong with me? Hey guys, so in today's video, we're going to be figuring out how much my everyday natural makeup look costs. I'm really curious to see where we come out with this because these are all of the products that I reach for every day. It includes skincare and makeup, but I feel like it's really easy to fall into the trap of always having to buy the next new thing, always having to, buy something new every single week when realistically, I've probably already spent more than enough money. So let's see how much my everyday natural basic makeup look costs. And I'm just going to be Googling the prices as we go so that we can add it up, but you won't see the final total until the end. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. First up, skincare, because any full face of makeup is not complete without skincare. And this is the skincare that I use every single day. So first up, we have my facial treatment essence. This is the SK2 one. Still on the fence about, I start using this and then I stop using this and I'm like, I can't really tell if it makes a difference. But the price of this one, oh my God, $350. Yowza. Yeah, for that much money, I don't think it's worth it. This basically preps your skin for your skincare. It helps to hydrate, anti-aging benefits, all of that stuff. Next up, my daily serum from Lancome, the Advanced Genifique. I have still been, I've been obsessed with this one for about, it's probably been 8 years now. $150. Very expensive, but truly this one I think is worth absolutely every single cent. It really is one of the lightest weight serums ever. It's beautiful. Next up is my daily moisturizer. Still using this one from Dermalogica, the Active Moist, but you guys, it's $150. In my defense, I do have the largest tube because I go through this so frequently. Hydrated, but not sticky and not heavy. For me, as an oily skin type, worth every cent. Next up, I like to prep my brows, and first up, the brow gel from Benefit. This is the 24-hour brow setter, $48. Oh, by the way, I should say these prices are all in Australian dollars because this is how much it costs me to buy stuff in store here. But I gotta say, this stuff does keep them looking very good. So just brushing them up and sticking them down. And then again, my favorite pen from Benefit to fill them in, the Brow Micro Filling Pen. Also $48. Now that the skin prep is done, we're going to move into actual makeup products. So primer, Nikkia Cosmetics Matte Base Primer. This is $58. I'm an oily girl. I can't skip it. I need my skin and I need my makeup to stay on my face all day. So for me, totally worth it. Blending that all over the skin. I am a big believer that primer is absolutely necessary. I feel like people either fall in two camps. Like you either love primer or you think that it's not worth it. As a pro makeup artist, for me, worth it. It makes a massive difference. And now for foundation, the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. This is $85. Yes, she's quite pricey, but I tell you what, probably the best foundation formula I've ever used in my entire life. I know that that is a very big claim, but truly, it's stunning. Truly for me, the products that I really look to invest in are skin prep and base products. So skincare, primer, foundation, concealer, and probably powder. Oh, you know what? Not concealer. Concealer you can totally go drugstore. It doesn't matter so much, but those base products that you really are going to want just to stay there. There's nothing worse than putting on your makeup and then it not lasting. It's just a bad experience and you end up going through heaps and heaps of more affordable products, so it ends up costing the same anyway. Like this foundation, you only need the tiniest amount, so even though it is so expensive, it's going to last you a really long time. I realize I'm justifying my haphazard spending, which is probably not the purpose of this video, but this one, again, I think it's worth it. I think it is worth it. Okay, foundation all blended. I mean, as far as skin prep goes, I can't complain. I love how all these products look. I know. Okay, moving on to concealer. It's also the Haus Labs concealer, interestingly enough. I've been loving this lately. I do need to do a full video review of this one separately for you guys, but so creamy, so long lasting, and you only need the tiniest amount. But she is $60. $60 for a tiny little bottle of concealer. To be fair, my Maybelline one probably works just as well. I like to do a little bit under the eyes and sort of down the center of my face. It just gives a bit of extra coverage and it sort of highlights, and I don't know. I like it, but yeah, Maybelline's probably just as good. I want you guys to give this a go. I want you to grab all of your products, so the skincare and the makeup that you use every single day for an everyday look, add it all together and leave me a comment down below letting me know what your total was. I'm curious to know how close we all sit on this one. So now I'm up to setting my makeup. Obviously, it's got to be Nikkia Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. I'm obsessed with this. I've actually just realized that this setting powder is essentially almost exactly the same price as my brow gel. Wow. In comparison to how much product you get and everything, Pretty crazy. Like I said earlier though, a really good setting powder, it's going to take your makeup from a 2 to a 10, and it's going to mean that you're feeling a lot more confident and not have to worry about it during the day. So setting powder, I think, is worth it. Next up is my everyday bronzer. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the matte bronzing filter, and I've just looked up the price online and it's $85. For me, this one's more of like, I invested the money in it, so I'm using it up. I don't necessarily think it's that much better than other bronzers out there. Like some of my Revlon bronzers, some of my Maybelline bronzers perform just as well, to be fair. Next up for blush, I've got my all-time fave one from Ciate. This one is $45 though. She's a little pricey. I absolutely love this blush, and in my defense, I actually think this is a money saver because it is like a blush and a highlight in one, but in a way that doesn't emphasize your pores. Normally like shimmery blushes, it's like, ooh, you know, giant pores, like pores big enough to sit in. But this gives color and pretty, like a very subtle sort of sheen to the cheeks without actually emphasizing any texture. Next up, we have eyeshadow. Now, this is my daily eyeshadow palette. Makeup by Mario. It is called the Master Matte. Absolutely not necessary. $94. Looking at this now, most of these colors look pretty well exactly the same. And to be fair, what I do with my eyeshadow every day is I rub like a warm brown eyeshadow through the crease, and then that's about it. You could totally do this with a bronzer. Not necessary to spend all of the money on this. Not necessary at all. All right, next up, mascara. This one from MCO Beauty. This is the Extend Lash. I've been using it every single day for, I think it's about 4 months now. $28. I just looked this one up. It's only $28. So I'm feeling a lot better about that. It's just a really good like tubing mascara that doesn't smudge on my oily skin, and it's really quick to apply. So my lashes are so straight though, like you can hardly see them. And then finally lips, my lip liner here, my daily $5. This one is from Peaches and Cream in the shade Rosebud. It's just like a really pretty, like everyday natural. I mean, for $5, I'm not mad about that color. And then finally for lips, the Tarte Juicy Lip Plumps. I actually use the Shift ones because they tint the lips as well. I just really love it for everyday because my lips like will stay pink when I use this. However, this is $40. So she's definitely not affordable. There are some really amazing dupes out there. She Glam does an awesome dupe there. I think, is it Maybelline does an awesome dupe? Like there are definitely some other options. All right, it's time to look at the total. This is the part that I have been dreading this entire video. Okay, adding the final. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? $1,280. I can't believe that. Wow. That's how much it would cost you to buy all of the products in my everyday makeup bag. This isn't even like a glam look. This isn't even like, this is my everyday natural, like if I'm going for like brunch with the girls. Like this is quite basic. If I was to do all of the steps that I do for a proper full-on glam look, I am terrified at what that total would be. Let me know if you want to see it though. And like I said, please add up the price of your everyday makeup routine. I'm really, really curious. Is anybody as embarrassing as me? Is anyone this bad? Please let me know in the comments. But I hope that you found this video helpful. And I hope that maybe, you know, I just feel like stuff costs money. Like we get caught up in the hype of new products and buying new things all of the time. And I feel like maybe it's kind of at the point where we need to take a step back and be like, right, I've already got all these amazing products. Let me use these. Let me rediscover how great these are rather than emptying my bank account on new stuff. But I love you guys heaps. I hope you're having an amazing day and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.